Hello and Namaste. I am Ketan Kank from 19.2 Consulting. After having discussed about the concept of e-verification report, in today's video, we are going to deal with the reasons of rejection of e-verification report. So, if you remember in earlier video, I have mentioned that the e-verification report clearly mentions that whether the claim should be approved or rejected by the nodal officer. It is a recommendation. It is not the approval or rejection per se. The report clearly mentions that whether the company recommends to the IEPF that the claim should be approved or rejected. The investors cannot take a stand. If the e-verification report is approved, then the claim will automatically get approved. However, if the company has recommended to reject the claim will automatically fall out of the system and it will automatically get rejected. But if it is being approved, it is a recommendation by the company to the IEPF. In this video, we will talk about the reasons of rejection of EVR or e-verification report. There are 4 to 5 reasons for which the nodal officer may recommend in his e-verification report that the claim be rejected. Let us go into those reasons. First of all, after filing IEPF 5, the nodal officer should file the e-verification report within 30 days. So 30 days after the date of filing of IEPF 5, the e-verification report has to be filed with the Ministry of Corporate Affairs. That is the Investor Education and Protection Fund Authority. Now, for that, the basic prerequisite is that the investor shall send all the physical documents to the company. So if we line up the work that is to be done within these 30 days is that filing of the IEPF from which the timeline starts, then immediately the investor has to send the physical documents to the company. After the receipt of the physical documents, the nodal officer in the company will check all the details of it and then prepare his verification report, and then it will be filed with the Ministry of Corporate Affairs or the Investor Education and Protection Fund Authority. All these things have to be done in 30 days. So, if the investors either don't file the physical documents with the company, or if the investors delay in sending those physical documents to the company, the e-verification report will get rejected. The nodal officer in the company will never proceed without obtaining or getting the physical papers from the investors. That is reason number 1. Reason number 2 is that the physical documents which are sent by the investor, if there is any document lacking in that set, the nodal officer will reject or will recommend that the claim be rejected. Now, the set of documents which are to be sent to the company are the same as they have been filed with the IEPF 5 online. Investors should take care that none of the documents are missing. Third reason is all the documents which are sent to the company upon filing of IEPF 5 should be signed. Every page of the document should be signed, even a single page, no matter how irrelevant that page may seem, but all the documents which are signed or which are sent by the investor to the nodal officer of the company for him to facilitate the submission of the e-verification report should be physically signed on every page. This is again very important to note because investors fail to do so and the e-verification report gets rejected, or the nodal officer might reject the claim. Fourth reason is that the documents which are being filed with IEPF 5 should be the same documents which are sent to the company. If some of the documents are missing or the details on some of the documents are mismatching, then the e-verification report may get rejected. This is again very important to note because there are multiple demat accounts of a particular investor, and if the CML is mismatching or any of the details on the documents are mismatching or any document per se is mismatching, then the nodal officer will go into the details and recommend that the claim be rejected. In that case, the e-verification report has to be, or the e-verification report will carry a remark that the claim is recommended to be rejected. And fifth and the last reason is that there is an indemnity bond which has to be signed, signed by the claimant or the claimants if there are joint holders, by the witnesses, and appropriate stamp duty has to be paid on the indemnity bond. If it's in Maharashtra, then 500 rupees stamp duties has to be paid. Then in that case, an indemnity bond has to be attached along with the physical set of documents, and then the entire set has to be sent to the company in order to facilitate the submission of the e-verification report, and the e-verification report to contain the remark that the claim be recommended or the claim is recommended to be approved. So I'll repeat myself. There are 5 reasons. First of all, 30 days timeline. Secondly, all documents should be signed. The documents on which are filed along with IEPFA should match with the physical documents that are sent. The details mentioned on the documents which are filed with IEPFA should match with the details of the documents that are sent with to the company. And lastly, an indemnity bond on the appropriate stamp duty has to be sent to the company. If all these protocols, all these disciplines are followed, then chances are rife that the nodal officer of the company will issue an approved e-verification report to the Ministry of Corporate Affairs or IEPFA, and based on that, the IEPFA will take up the claim positive. Should you have any questions on the reasons of rejection of EVR, you may feel free to reach out to us. You can reach out to us by marking your comment in the comment section of this video, or you can also write an email to us on info@192.in. We will be all the more happy to help. Till then, thank you. Thank you so much.